This is Santiago here with MMA On. Today I'm here with former UFC showstopper and Bellator newcomer, the fighting Hawaiian himself, Yancy Medeiros. Yancy, how's it going today?
Hello, brother. Can't complain. Woke up on an island, bro. No room for complaints.
Yeah, aloha to you too, man. What's the vibe like this week as you enter Bellator 279 next week?
Hawaii is Hawaii. Very lax, just organic, natural. Everything's just coming into place. The days are getting closer, but everything just feels at home. Usually I'm already in enemy territories or outside of Hawaii, getting acclimated to the time. And this time, like, it's been over 10 years, and now I'm just at home acclimating to my time. I'm like, kind of is foreign for me. It's been, like I said, over 10 years me doing this, and it's always like local venues getting my teammates ready and whatnot. And it's like now it's switch. And I was just talking about, like, when you fight in enemy territory, I indulge in that. Like, I indulge, like, going into Brazil and, like, wow, these fans, they're there for their countrymen. And I feel that in Hawaii. So when I'm in Brazil, I'm like, bro, Hawaii gonna show up just like this. Like that's how I feel. And like when now I'm like, it's time. Like I was so excited. I bought a shitload of tickets just to give back to my fans and supporters and people that are there for me. Like, yeah, it has nothing to do with how much money I'm making, but how much I want to represent and give everybody a show. And I'm very happy, Bellator and Scott Coker, them giving me this chance to just give back to my to the friends, family, and and fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, the people over here I see, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I believe you haven't fought in Hawaii since 2009. That's nearly 13 years ago.
Yeah,
when you first saw Honolulu, Hawaii on your contract, like, how did you act? How did you feel in that moment?
Oh man, I was happy. I was already trying to shoot for that prior when I first heard that they were gonna come to Hawaii, and I was like telling my management, talking to all the guys or all my friends from Bellator, like, what's going on? I'd love to fight there. And I believe someone asked Scott Coker during an interview about it, and he was like, yeah, it's open. And someone tweeted, and I retweeted it back, and it kind of just manifested from there. And it's like, I'm happy, it's like utilizing me. I would think it would be like, Ilima and everybody's like no brainers. Like, we'll bring the crowd.
And
I'm not saying
too.
Fighters not gonna bring the crowd, but we gonna bring Hawaii. Like, that's no doubt. Yeah. So I'm very, very happy.
Mm-hmm. Not to diss on the UFC or anything, but why haven't they gone to Hawaii? I mean, obviously when Max Holloway was a champion, he pushed for that, never happened. And here we have Bellator, who's made the trip 4 or 5 times. So what's the reasoning for UFC not going to Hawaii?
I definitely think it's all about the money. I don't know if it's from the promotion or the state. Like, it's always, bro, it comes down to business. How is Bellator making it happen and UFC never make them happen? Money, bro. Like, to me, that's all I can see. Like, the government would allow this one, but never allowed it. I don't know what the negotiations is. I don't get into all of that, but I just always think it just comes down to money. You get enough money, you gonna make things happen. No enough negotiation, shit not happen. So that's what I thought about it. And I'm just happy that Bellator is doing this. And I definitely feel it's more for the fighters than for their promotion itself. And yeah, I'm happy to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the atmosphere is going to be a lot better now that you're not in enemy territory. And it's going to be a good one for sure. What's going to be your walkout song as you head in there into the arena?
Like, every time my walkout songs always change, because during camp or doing stuff, I'm listening to different genres, and it's always a frequency and a vibe, bro. And I kind of like making it a surprise for myself and for everyone else. I don't like really tell people, because I hardly even listen to my song. I listen to it maybe a couple times and be like, bro, it's the one. This is the one that gives me goosebumps and chicken skin, man. I'm gonna walk out to this. It always changes, bro. Like, it's weird for me. It's always a frequency and however I vibe with it. But definitely gonna have something with Israel Kamaka Viva Ole in it. I mean, he's from my hometown, he's from Makaha, where I'm from. Like, he's he perpetuates our aloha and our culture. So definitely something with Israel in it.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I love Israel. He's a good
It's
one.
like I would do like the BJ Penn one, but that's BJ Penn's walkout song. You know what I mean? That's not authentic to me. That's his. Yeah. So yeah, definitely gonna be walking out to something that definitely perpetuates my brand and me.
Mm-hmm. You brought up BJ Penn there. What do you make of his run as he's trying to be governor? What do you make of him going for that?
I would love to see him win. I'm not political at all. I'm just like, bro, all I do is observe and I'm entertained. And it seems like I don't judge politics. I judge the policies and what they pass. You know what I mean? Whatever your to me, Donald Trump, I'm not political, but he was very entertaining.
Yeah, we'll give him that. We'll give him that.
But you gonna lie to me and tell me he wasn't. You know, like that. And for me, I think BJ Penn is pushing to better the people, you know what I mean? But what politicians don't push to better the people until it happens. So it's like, from what I see, his run, like I'll support that. And hey, right on, but you're trying to give back to the people and perpetuate our culture. It's just, if for me, it's more like, ooh, let's see what's gonna happen. You know, I'm just an observer, bro. I have no room to judge. I ain't perfect. Who am I to judge people? You know, I definitely think that BJ Penn, like, one thing he has shown is his vulnerability and his weaknesses. Not a lot of politicians show that. You know what I mean? They always want to show that they're upright, they're strong. He's like, nah, BJ Penn's had his highs and his lows. He's a human being. He's a real human being. These politicians is, I'm the perfect person to represent you. And he's like, I like when representative that has been through hell, has, you know what I mean? Has his own demons. Like, everybody always thinks like politicians is this perfect person. And I'm like, no, brother, humans, they all make mistakes. They're all greedy. You know what I mean? And to see someone that's been vulnerable virally and to see him want to clean up and be better, why not try give him a chance? What, you know what I mean? He's the one with all his dirty laundry out. Bro, I've done this. What politician gonna do something like that? You know what I mean? And show their dirty laundry because they don't want people to think bad about him. BJ Penn don't care about what he did. He cares about what he's doing. That's cool. Right on, bro. I'm gonna keep observing you. I like that.
For sure, man. For sure. I respect it completely. And with your next fight, it's a tough test for your debut. You know, you're facing former title challenger Emmanuel Sanchez. What do you make of this matchup going forward?
Oh, I'm not taking him lightly. He's here. He has title contentions. He fights good guys and he brings the fight. There's nothing that that I haven't seen from him, but that's everything that I want from him. You know what I mean? He's there to fight, and I'm there to fight, and that's what I don't feel like he's gonna bring any less in there. He trains hard, his cardio is great, and I'm just looking for him to bring out the best me. That's what I am. You know, like guys. I feel like my best fights is when guys try and fight me. Yeah, like when we try and fight and we dogging each other and we dog eat dog, and and I feel like Emmanuel is gonna bring that out of me too. So I'm happy, bro. Whether he wants to make this a technical battle or a bloodbath, bro, I'm ready for both. Yeah, and
okay.
I'm not taking him lightly. He trains with champions. He trains at a great school, and he has good partners. But same here. I train with champions, and I have great partners and great coaches too. So the only thing for him is I got all this aloha. And that's probably, what I mean? They're like, what do you have that Bellator asks? Like, what is your edge over your opponent? I'm like, my aloha.
Nice,
and bro, my aloha closes real fast. I can show you both ways, bro. Like, it's all good. And I think that's definitely something that energy, that we call it mana. I guess, Japanese call it ki, Chinese call it chi, right? Ours is that mana. Like, that's definitely always in me when I fight. But now it's at home, bro. I just got bro. All of that around me, all this is just like, I'm gonna control that and push it out that way to him. The Hawaiian wave continues, bro. The Hawaiian wave continues.
And not to look past Emmanuel at all, but there's a lot of interesting fights in this Bellator lightweight division. You have Benson Henderson, you have the champ Patricky, Brent Primus. Is there any of these fights that interest you in the future? Like, do you have a certain name on your mind after this one?
I honestly, like I didn't even think about who I was gonna fight next. I thought about what I'm doing now. What is the game plan? The game plan is to have a busy year, but Emmanuel Sanchez 23rd is first. I've signed a 1-fight deal with Bellator, so I'm just gonna show them what I can do, and whatever happens from there is what happens from there. I just need to show the best Yancy Medeiros on the 23rd, and then like this fight came naturally and just came up. These next fights is going to happen like that too. Especially if I perform at my best and I have a busy year.
Yeah. I have one question, another question for you. Is Nate Diaz going to be in your corner in Hawaii?
Nah, he's not going to be in my corner, but he's coming. He's coming, bro, for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Like he like Nate, like he'll come, but the cornerman, we get different cornermen, but he's gonna come. He's basically in my corner, but afar. But he's coming, bro. He's coming for sure.
I feel like Bellator was kind of interested in signing him after he asked for his UFC release. Did you see that at all?
Yeah. He just, you know what I mean? Like I feel Nate knows his worth and his brand, and he knows that if he was to get released anywhere he goes, it was gonna be good for business on his end and the other end. And I believe, I don't honestly, like, when it comes to business, like, Nate's my brother. That's family, so I don't talk to him about business. If he wants to talk to me about it, it's cool, but when we talk, it's always my brother. Like, there's millions of people asking him about, what you gonna do, what you can sign. I'm like, you ain't the fighter, bro. You my brother. The first thing I'm gonna ask you is, hey, is everything all good? How you? You know what I mean? Like, I treat him like a human. I don't treat him like a superstar, even though he is. Like, I treat him no less. Like, even if I was rich or I had no money, I'd still treat him like if he was rich or he had no money. And that's the thing with, like, Nate. Like, I really look at him like family. So whenever it comes to, like, so much people ask me, what is Nate doing? I'm like, I don't know. He's chilling, having fun, living life. He's good. And I think that relationship has really perpetuated my martial art, me being a fighter and just being real. Like, he has a total different personality than me, but we have the same characteristics. We loyal, we real. And that was one of the things that him and Nick did for me in this realm of martial arts, right? Showing me who is who. Oh, that's the ass kissers. That's the guys that, you know what I mean? Right? You just showing me what is what, and then, like, how to build relationships. He's not telling me act like him, but he's showing me what is what and what to do and how to not be a puppet. So that's definitely something I really appreciated from him, and that's my family, and I'm happy that he's gonna be there for me.
A former foe of yours, Alex Oliveira, got released from the UFC. Obviously, you guys had a very good fight. What do you make of this news of him being released?
I mean, that guy's he's tough, bro. Like, when it comes to business is business, bro. We couldn't like, for me and him, like, we couldn't renegotiate, right? We was on our last fight. We didn't perform well. For me, I didn't perform well. I didn't get no renegotiation. It is what it is. What do we do to get better? When I seen him do that, I was like, dang, man, like, because he brings the fight, and I really like that. But I hope, he's a good guy. I hope he gets into another promotion. He's gonna be like me. We're gonna swing, and, like, he's the Brazilian side of me. Like, I'm Hawaiian, that Brazilian. I feel like we have that same characteristics and, personality and just wanting to fight. I don't think that's gonna change his spiel or his athleticism, and he'll be back. Who knows? Maybe I might be back in UFC if I just keep knocking guys out. But we don't know. We keep training on what's next, and then we focus on being good. We don't focus on, this could happen, that could happen, or this should have happened. Like, right now, it's what I'm doing. It's not what I did.
I'm just gonna throw out something out there. You versus Alex Oliveira in Bellator. Would you like that?
Yeah, I definitely think I could do that. I definitely, like, I'd give him another fight. I know he'd want a rematch, and yeah, I'd definitely do that. But right now, Emmanuel Sanchez is the mission, and I'll be open to any 155 or 170 fights, most definitely. Bellator or whoever. So Emmanuel Sanchez is first, though.
Awesome. And Cub Swanson versus Doohoo Choi got inducted into the Hall of Fame. That was the fight of the year before yours in 2017. How honored would you be to have your fight against Oliveira inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame?
That'd be dope. I mean, just pretty much took some years out of my life, that fight, But I mean, awards is awards, bro. Like, to me, like, it's how you feel inside. Like, I know I gave my heart, and if UFC wants to do that, great. I'll be appreciative of it. But it's like, when it comes to awards and accomplishments, like that stuff I keep inside for myself. The rest, if it's a trophy or whatever, I give them to my mom. You know, like, hey, mom, because you know, like for me, I'm happy for what I did, but I want to do more. You know, I'm very proud of like the things I've accomplished and the fights I had, and that was a great fight for me, and it was tough, but like those are the things that I strive for. Like I don't want to be content with that. Like I look at that fight, I'm like, damn, bro, I need to get better. Like, you know, I don't look at that fight like, ooh, I beat his ass. Like, you know, I'm not like, I don't think like that. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta work on this, I gotta work on that, I gotta work on this. So we get better, bro. Never bitter. Always better.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna make the trip to Honolulu next weekend. Next week, what are some things that I should do over there in Honolulu, as it's my first trip to Hawaii?
Eat, bro. They got the best. Like I don't eat plants, but the fish and everything over here is great. Like you want to indulge in Hawaii, like it's the eat the food, bro, over here. And then it's like breaking bread, right? When you eat, you're in a good mood. Like, then you go to the beach. Like how are you not gonna be happy? Eating, you just go to the beach, you know, drink a drink, and it's like, yeah, like when you think of Hawaii, do what Hawaii is, but don't be haole. Don't be like, and what I mean with haole is like read the moves, read people's frequency and vibes. Like, you know, like don't like be obnoxious over it. Look at it and like really don't feel entitled. Like Hawaii is a beautiful place, but you know, when you come here feeling entitled and whatnot, then all of the locals, they get, you know, they feel disrespected because they're like, oh, you're coming on our island. Why are you acting like that? And it's like, just people act differently. And for me, I don't act like that, but a lot of people do. And if you act holy, you know, and you don't vibe, you're not Hawaiian. And like I said, Hawaiian is not a skin color. It's an attitude, right? So when you go over
Ooh,
there and
nice.
you know,
Okay.
vibe, yeah, you know, like, you know how to vibe, very, very accepting. Once you once you act holy and you like, you know, be on Kevin on Karen, oh, things might be a little rough for you there. You know what I mean? But anywhere Kevin and a Karen, you can be rough, right? Like it's, you just gotta read the vibes, bro. Eat, be at the beach, be happy. Like I even tell the people over here when they're mad, I'm like, bro, you live on an island. Why the hell are you so mad?
Right?
Like, seriously, you know, like seriously, yeah, we all get problems. We all have these situations, but bro, like look, like bro, like you know what I mean?
Paradise,
Like,
man.
blue skies, white clouds, and greenery. Like I don't know. I don't know how else like you can't find peace or you can't find contentness in wanting to be happy. You know, everybody like I'll wake up and waking up here, bro, is like it's a practice to be happy every day, but it's way harder to be mad, bro. And when you're in Hawaii, like it's I
How can
guess
you be mad when you're like on islands? Honestly.
oh a lot of people are. You know, because we're privileged. We're privileged, you know, we're consumers. You know, especially in Hawaii, we consume, take. Then all of a sudden you cannot take, then you get mad, right? Or if you give, and you know, expect anything in return, and you know what I mean? You're just always gonna be happy because you just serving to serve. I never serve you because I wanted something back. I served you because that's my culture. I give you aloha because that's what I do. I don't give you aloha expecting for you to give me that back. That's conditional, right? Hawaii, aloha is unconditional. Love is unconditional, right? You shouldn't have expectations. You shouldn't, you know, like a lot of people, if I told you aloha and you never tell me aloha back, I wouldn't be upset. I did that for me. I never do that for you. You know what I say? Like, but I have an expectation knowing like, oh, aloha. Oh, wow, this guy, you know, like tell me hi. Like, why you even tell him hi if you're expecting him for, you know what I mean? Having an
Yeah.
expectation. So those are the things like I try and promote and, you know, give out, like being unconditional, bro. Like, who gives a damn if they was mad? They're having a bad day, not you. Yeah, like everything I do is for me. It isn't for them to. Like, if you don't feel good about it, hey, bro, change the channel. See you later. Have a nice day. Like, you're not going. I think living here and going through all the torment that I've been through with just, you know, training, all kinds of situations, like I don't have time for being like negative and emotional, bro. It's like, you know, like that stuff is just time consuming and energy draining. Like it takes so much out of you. It takes away from your soul. It takes away from you being accountable, from you wanting to accept your mistakes. And you know what? And it's like living like that has just been easier for me, especially in these past years that, hey, things never go my way. Okay, be accountable for what happened. what's going on? Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. April 23rd, I'm going to show you that.
Awesome. Can't wait for it, man. And, that's just an awesome lifestyle and mindset to live by. But I think that's all the questions I have. I just want to thank you again for the time, Yancy. Is there anything that you want to say to your fans, family out there?
Just, hey, thank you everybody for just, tuning in and having the support, the lovers, the haters. Hey, you don't like it, change the channel. If you do, keep watching. Thank you for giving me the time to communicate and talk, and looking forward to seeing you next week, bro. We can collaborate and Hawaiian
Sounds
up.
good, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aloha, goodbye, man.
Island up.